The greatest battle you will ever fight is the one within your own mind. Every day, you face choices between action, discipline, and indulgence, progress, and stagnation. Your success, your growth, and your future are determined by how well you control your thoughts, emotions, and habits. The mind is a powerful tool, capable of driving you toward greatness or holding you prisoner in cycles of doubt and procrastination. The key to unlocking your full potential lies in mastering this tool, training it to work for you instead of against you. Many people believe that success is reserved for the naturally talented, the lucky, or the exceptionally gifted. But the truth is, the most accomplished individuals in any field did not rely on luck or talent alone. They cultivated unshakable discipline and an unstoppable mindset. They understood that motivation, while powerful, is fleeting. What truly drives long-term success is the ability to act even when motivation fades, to persist when challenges arise, and to stay committed when distractions tempt you away from your path. This book is your guide to mastering the art of self-discipline and motivation. It will teach you how to silence self-doubt, overcome procrastination, and develop the mental toughness needed to achieve your goals. You will learn how to build powerful habits that support your success, eliminate the behaviors that hold you back, and train your mind to thrive under pressure. With the right mindset, you can break free from the limitations that have kept you stuck and transform your life into one of purpose and achievement. Self-discipline is not about punishment or deprivation. It is about empowerment. It is the ability to take control of your actions, to push beyond your comfort zone, and to make decisions that align with your highest aspirations. When you cultivate discipline, you free yourself from the grip of distractions and excuses. You develop the resilience to face setbacks without losing momentum. And you gain the confidence to pursue your goals with relentless determination. Through this book, you will discover practical strategies to strengthen your willpower, create lasting motivation, and reprogram your mind for success. You will learn how to shift your perspective on failure, embrace discomfort as a tool for growth, and build the habits that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. Most importantly, you will realize that the power to change your life has always been within you. You simply need to take control of your mind and harness it to its fullest potential. The path to self-mastery starts now. It will not be easy, but it will be worth it. Subscribe to never miss books like this one. Chapter 1. The Power of Self-Discipline. Every great achievement in history has been built on the foundation of self-discipline. It is the force that separates those who dream from those who do, the invisible thread that weaves through every success story. Without self-discipline, motivation fades, goals remain unfulfilled, and potential is wasted. But with it, you gain the power to shape your life with intention, consistency, and purpose. Self-discipline is not a trait you are born with. It is a skill you develop. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It is choosing long-term success over short-term comfort, progress over excuses, and action over hesitation. It is the silent force that keeps you moving forward when the initial excitement has worn off, and all that remains is the hard work between you and your goal. Why self-discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation is an incredible spark. It can ignite passion, fuel ambition, and get you started on your journey. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, fluctuating with your emotions, circumstances, and energy levels. If you rely solely on motivation to achieve your goals, you will find yourself stuck in a cycle of inconsistency, waiting for the right mood or the perfect moment to take action. Self-discipline, on the other hand, does not waver. It is the internal system that keeps you accountable, pushing you forward even when motivation has disappeared. When you master self-discipline, you no longer need to feel inspired to take action. You do what is necessary, no matter how you feel. This is the key to sustained success in any area of life. Whether it's improving your health, building a business, or mastering a skill, breaking free from instant gratification. One of the greatest obstacles to self-discipline is the modern addiction to instant gratification. We live in a world where everything is designed to be fast, easy, and pleasurable. Social media, entertainment, food, and technology provide endless distractions that offer immediate rewards with little effort. But these quick fixes come at a cost. They weaken your ability to focus, train your brain to seek constant stimulation, and make it harder to commit to long-term goals that require patience and persistence. To develop self-discipline, you must learn to delay gratification. This means choosing discomfort in the present to achieve something greater in the future. It means resisting the temptation to take the easy route and instead embracing the challenge of consistent effort. The most successful people in the world understand this principle. They are willing to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term fulfillment. The habit loop. Training your mind for discipline, self-discipline, is not about relying on willpower alone. It is about building systems and habits that support your success. Your habits shape your daily actions, and your daily actions determine your future. By creating routines that align with your goals, you remove the need to constantly battle with yourself over what to do next. The habit loop consists of 3 parts: cue, routine, and reward. Understanding this loop allows you to take control of your behaviors and replace destructive habits with productive ones. Cue. This is the trigger that initiates a behavior. It can be a time of day, an emotion, or a specific situation. Routine. This is the action you take in response to the cue. It can be productive, exercising, reading, working on a project, or destructive, procrastinating, scrolling through social media, indulging in distraction. Reward. This is the benefit you receive from completing the routine, whether it's a sense of accomplishment, a burst of energy, or progress toward a goal. To build discipline, identify the habits that hold you back and replace them with habits that move you forward. Start small. Consistency is more important than intensity. A tiny, disciplined action, repeated over time, will yield far greater results than a burst of effort followed by long periods of inaction. How to strengthen your self-discipline. Commit to a clear goal. Define what you want to achieve with absolute clarity. The more specific your goal, the easier it will be to take consistent action. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," say, "I will work out for 30 minutes 5 times a week and cut out processed sugar. Remove temptations and distractions." Your environment shapes your behavior. Make it easier to stay disciplined by eliminating distractions and creating conditions that support focus. If social media is a problem, delete the apps from your phone. If junk food is a weakness, keep it out of your home. Develop a routine and stick to it. Structure removes the need for decision-making and reduces resistance. Set a fixed schedule for important activities, whether it's waking up early, exercising, reading, or working on a project. Treat these commitments as non-negotiable. Use the 2-minute rule. When facing resistance, commit to doing the task for just 2 minutes. This lowers the psychological barrier to getting started. Often, once you begin, momentum will carry you forward. Hold yourself accountable, track your progress, and set up accountability systems. Whether it's journaling your daily achievements, using a habit tracking app, or having an accountability partner, measuring your progress keeps you motivated and aware of your efforts. Embrace discomfort and challenge. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. The more you expose yourself to discomfort, whether it's pushing through a tough workout, staying focused on a difficult task, or resisting distractions, the stronger your self-discipline becomes. The transformation begins now. Self-discipline is the key to unlocking your full potential. It is what separates those who merely wish for success from those who achieve it. It is what enables you to take control of your actions, habits, and future. The good news: you already have the ability to develop self-discipline. It is not a secret formula or an exclusive trait reserved for a select few. It is a skill that anyone can cultivate with practice and commitment. The only question is, are you ready to take control of your mind and master the discipline needed to change your life? The journey starts today. Let's begin. Chapter 2. Rewiring your mind for success. Your mind is the command center of your life. Every action you take, every habit you form, and every decision you make begins with a thought. If you want to master self-discipline and motivation, you must first take control of the way you think. The problem is, most people operate on mental autopilot, repeating the same thought patterns and behaviors that have kept them stuck. The good news: your mind is not fixed. It can be rewired, reprogrammed, and trained to work for you instead of against you. The science of mental conditioning your brain is constantly adapting to the thoughts you feed it. Every time you think a certain way, you strengthen the neural pathways that support that belief. This is why negative thinking and self-doubt can become so deeply ingrained. It's simply the result of repeated mental patterns. But just as negative thoughts can shape your reality, positive and disciplined thinking can rewire your brain for success. This process is known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This means that no matter what mental habits you've developed in the past, you can change them. You are not a prisoner of your old ways of thinking. You are in control. The power of identity. Who do you believe you are? Your actions are a reflection of your identity. If you see yourself as someone who is lazy, unmotivated, or incapable of discipline, you will act accordingly. But if you shift your identity, if you start seeing yourself as someone who is disciplined, driven, and capable, you will naturally begin to align your actions with that new belief. Consider the difference between these two mindsets. I need to exercise more. This implies that working out is something external to you, something you're trying to force yourself to do. I am the kind of person who never misses a workout. This is an identity shift. It becomes part of who you are, not just something you do. To rewire your mind for discipline and motivation, you must start thinking like the person you want to become. Every time you make a disciplined choice, you reinforce your new identity. You prove to yourself that you are someone who follows through, who doesn't quit, who takes action even when it's hard. Rewriting your mental narratives. Most people are trapped by limiting beliefs, negative thought patterns that hold them back from reaching their full potential. These beliefs often sound like, "I'm just not a disciplined person. I always give up when things get hard. I've never been good at staying motivated." These thoughts are not facts. They are stories you've told yourself over time, and they can be rewritten. Instead of reinforcing these negative narratives, replace them with empowering statements. I am constantly improving my discipline. I push through challenges because I know growth comes from struggle. Control my thoughts, habits, and actions. At first, these new beliefs may feel unnatural, but the more you repeat them and back them up with action, the stronger they become. You are not bound by your past. You are shaping your future with every thought you choose to believe. Breaking free from the comfort zone, the mind craves comfort and familiarity. It will always try to steer you toward the easiest path, the one that requires the least resistance. But growth does not happen in comfort. If you want to develop true discipline and motivation, you must train yourself to embrace discomfort. This means doing things before you feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It will never come. Pushing yourself beyond your limits. Your brain will tell you to stop long before your actual limits are reached. Learn to ignore that voice. Embracing failure as part of success. Every mistake is a lesson, every setback an opportunity to build resilience. The more you expose yourself to discomfort, the stronger your mind becomes. Over time, what once seemed difficult will become second nature. Daily mental training for discipline and motivation. Rewiring your mind is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Here are some techniques to train your mind for success. Morning affirmations. Start each day by reinforcing positive beliefs about yourself. Say them out loud with conviction. I am disciplined and focused. Each evening, even when I don't feel like it, I am in control of my habits and my future. Visualization. Spend a few minutes each day picturing yourself succeeding. See yourself overcoming challenges, staying disciplined, and achieving your goals. Your brain cannot distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones. Use this to your advantage. Track your wins, reflect on setbacks, and reaffirm your commitment to self-discipline. This keeps you accountable and helps reinforce your new identity. Exposure to inspiration. Surround yourself with books, podcasts, and people who embody discipline and success. The more you immerse yourself in this mindset, the more natural it will become for you. Action-based identity building. Every small action you take reinforces your new mindset. If you want to be disciplined, act disciplined. If you want to be motivated, take action despite how you feel. Over time, these small choices build up and redefine who you are. The mindset shift that changes everything. Most people wait to feel motivated before they take action. But the truth is, motivation follows action, not the other way around. When you start taking disciplined action, no matter how small, you generate momentum. And once momentum builds, motivation naturally follows. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. If you train it properly, there will be no obstacle too great, no challenge too difficult, and no goal beyond your reach. The question is, are you ready to rewire your mind and take control of your future? The next step is yours to take. Let's move forward. Chapter 3. The myth of willpower. Why relying on it will fail you. Many people believe that success comes down to willpower, the ability to resist temptation and push through challenges by sheer force of will. But this belief is a trap. Willpower is unreliable. It fluctuates throughout the day, weakens under stress, and eventually runs out. If you rely on willpower alone to achieve your goals, you will fail. The most disciplined and successful people in the world don't depend on willpower. They create systems, build habits, and design their environment in a way that makes success inevitable. They remove unnecessary decision-making, reduce temptation, and automate the behaviors that lead to results. This chapter will teach you how to stop relying on willpower and start building a framework for unstoppable discipline. The science behind willpower. A limited resource studies in psychology have shown that willpower functions like a muscle. It gets fatigued the more you use it. This concept, known as ego depletion, explains why you can start the day full of determination, but end up making impulsive choices later on. Think about this. You resist checking social media in the morning. You push through a tough work session. You avoid junk food at lunch. You stay focused in a long meeting. By evening, you're exhausted, and suddenly, that bag of chips or Netflix binge becomes irresistible. This happens because every decision you make and every temptation you resist drains your mental energy. If you rely on willpower alone, you will eventually give in. The solution: reduce the need for willpower altogether. The power of systems over willpower, the key of lasting discipline, isn't about forcing yourself to be strong. It's about designing a life that makes discipline effortless. Instead of constantly battling your impulses, you need to set up systems that support your goals automatically. Here's how. 1. Remove temptations from your environment. Your surroundings shape your behavior more than you realize. If something is easily accessible, you are more likely to do it. If it's difficult to access, you are less likely to do it. Want to eat healthier? Don't keep junk food in the house. Want to stop wasting time on your phone? Delete distracting apps or use website blockers. Want to read more? Put books in visible places, like next to your bed or on your desk. By structuring your environment in a way that removes bad choices, you eliminate the need for willpower altogether. 2. Create automatic habits. Habits run on autopilot. Once something becomes a habit, you don't need willpower to do it. It just happens. This is why people who exercise regularly don't have to convince themselves to work out. It's just part of their routine. To build habits that stick, start small. Don't aim for a 2-hour workout. Start with 5 minutes. Anchor habits to existing routines. Example: after I brush my teeth, I will do 10 push-ups. Use the 2-minute rule. Make the habit so easy that you can say no. If your goal is to write daily, start with just 1 sentence. Pre-commit your decisions. One of the biggest drains on willpower is decision fatigue, constantly having to decide what to do. The solution: schedule your workouts at the same time every day. Want to stop wasting time on your phone? Use an app blocker that locks your phone after a set time, want to wake up early. Put your alarm across the room so you have to get up. When you pre-commit to your choices, you remove the need for last-minute decision-making. 4. Use accountability to stay on track when no one is watching. It's easy to make excuses, but when you know someone else is expecting you to follow through, discipline becomes easier. Find an accountability partner who checks in on your progress. Join a group that shares your goal. Fitness group, book club, mastermind. Use public commitment. Tell others what you're going to do, so backing out feels embarrassing. 5. Make discipline more rewarding than indulgence. Your brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. If discipline always feels like suffering, your brain will rebel. But if you find ways to make it enjoyable, it becomes sustainable. Gamify the process, track your progress, and reward yourself for consistency. Find enjoyable ways to do the hard things. Hate running. Try dancing, hiking, or boxing. Reframe discomfort as progress. Instead of thinking, "This is hard," think, "This is making me stronger." Shifting your identity. Become the person who doesn't need willpower. The ultimate goal is to become the kind of person who doesn't rely on willpower at all. The more you reinforce your identity as a disciplined, motivated person, the less effort it takes to stay on track. Instead of saying, "I have to force myself to go to the gym. I need to push myself to wake up early," say, "I am the kind of person who never skips workouts. I wake up early because I value my time." When you stop seeing discipline as something external that you struggle to maintain, and instead make it part of your identity, success becomes inevitable. Final thought. The less willpower you need, the more discipline you have. The most successful people in the world don't have unlimited willpower. They have systems, habits, and environments that make discipline automatic. Instead of constantly battling temptation, they remove it. Instead of making decisions on the spot, they pre-commit. Instead of forcing themselves to stay motivated, they build identities that align with their goals. You don't need more willpower. You need better systems. So ask yourself, what small changes can you make today that will eliminate the need for willpower tomorrow? Take action now and watch discipline become effortless. Chapter 4. The power of routine. Turning discipline into a lifestyle discipline isn't about making one strong decision. It's about making the right choices consistently. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not intelligence, luck, or even talent. It's habit. Highly disciplined people don't rely on bursts of motivation. Instead, they create routines that make success automatic. If you want to master self-discipline, you must build a daily structure that supports your goals. Without routine, every day becomes a new battle of decisions, draining your energy and making failure more likely. But with a strong routine, discipline stops being a struggle. It becomes a way of life. This chapter will show you how to design powerful routines that eliminate guesswork, reduce resistance, and turn discipline into something that happens effortlessly. Why routine matters. Your brain craves predictability. Why routine matters. Your brain craves predictability. When you wake up at the same time, eat similar meals, and follow a structured workflow, your mind doesn't have to waste energy making constant decisions. This reduces decision fatigue and frees up mental power for more important tasks. Without a routine, you wake up feeling lost, unsure where to start. You procrastinate because you have no clear direction. You waste time deciding when to work out, when to eat, when to focus. With a routine, you wake up with purpose, knowing exactly what comes next. You build momentum effortlessly by following a structured plan. You remove distractions and focus on what truly matters. Success isn't about having more discipline. It's about needing less. The right routines do the heavy lifting for you. Building a strong morning routine the way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. A disciplined, focused morning leads to a productive day. A chaotic, unstructured morning leads to procrastination and wasted time. Here's how to design a morning routine that fuels discipline and motivation. 1. Wake up at the same time every day. Your body thrives on consistency. Waking up at the same time trains your internal clock, making it easier to get up without resistance. Pick a wake-up time and stick to it, even on weekends. Avoid hitting snooze. Every time you snooze, you reinforce procrastination. Get out of bed immediately. The longer you stay in bed, the harder it becomes to start your day. 2. Start with a win. Your first action in the morning should reinforce your discipline. This small victory builds momentum for the rest of the day. Some ideas make your bed. A simple way to start the day with accomplishment. Drink water. Hydration wakes up your body and mind. Exercise or stretch. Moving your body signals to your brain that the day has begun. Cold shower. A powerful discipline builder that increases alertness and mental toughness. 3. Eliminate morning distractions. Your morning is sacred. If you start the day with distractions, you set the wrong tone for the rest of your schedule. No phone for the first 30, 60 minutes. Scrolling social media or checking emails floods your brain with distractions before you've even started your day. Avoid news or negativity. Start with something uplifting, not stressful. Focus on you before the world. Before responding to messages or demands, take time for yourself. 4. Set your daily intentions. Every day should have a clear focus. Instead of drifting aimlessly, decide what you will accomplish. Write down your top 3 priorities. What must get done today for the day to be a success? Visualize success. See yourself staying disciplined, overcoming challenges, and making progress. Affirm your identity. Remind yourself, I'm disciplined. I take action. I control my habits. Creating a high-performance daily routine, a powerful morning routine, is just the beginning. To build lasting discipline, structure your entire day for success. Here's how. 1. Work in focused time. Blocks. Your brain can only focus for a limited time before it needs rest. Work for 90 minutes, then take a short break. The Pomodoro method. Work for 25 minutes. Rest for 5 minutes. Repeat. Batch similar tasks together. Answer emails at a set time instead of all day. Eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications. Set your phone in another room and create a workspace that promotes focus. 2. Use triggers to reinforce discipline. After I brush my teeth, I meditate for 5 minutes. After I eat lunch, I read 10 pages of a book. Before bed, I review my goals for the next day. Linking new habits to existing ones makes them automatic. 3. Use an evening routine to reset. How you end your day affects how you start the next one. A strong evening routine helps you recover, reflect, and prepare. Review your progress. Ask yourself, what went well today? What could I improve? Plan tomorrow in advance. Set up your schedule so you wake up with clarity. Disconnect from screens. Avoid blue light at least an hour before bed to improve sleep. Wind down with a ritual. Reading, journaling, or light stretching signals your brain that it's time to rest. How to stick to your routine. Even when you don't feel like it, no matter how strong your routine is, there will be days when you don't feel like following. Here's how to stay consistent. Make it non-negotiable. Treat your routine like brushing your teeth. You don't skip it just because you don't feel like it. Use the 2-minute rule. On days when you struggle, commit to doing just 2 minutes of your habit. Once you start, momentum will carry you forward. Track your progress. Keep a habit tracker or journal to see your streaks. The longer you stay consistent, the harder it becomes to break the chain. Reduce friction. Make your routine easy to follow. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Keep a book on your nightstand. Remove obstacles that create excuses. Forgive imperfection, but never miss twice. If you miss a habit one day, don't beat yourself up. Just make sure you never miss 2 days in a row. Momentum is key. Final thought. Your routine is your future. Your life is the result of your daily habits. If you design a routine that prioritizes discipline, focus, and growth, success becomes inevitable. So ask yourself, what one change can I make to my morning routine? How can I remove one distraction that steals my focus? What small habit can I start today that will improve my future? Take control of your routine, and you take control of your destiny. Let's move forward. Chapter 5. Mastering Self-Control. Winning the battle against instant gratification. In a world full of distractions, self-control is your greatest weapon. Every day you face a choice. Give in to short-term pleasure, or stay focused on long-term success. Most people lose this battle, not because they lack intelligence or ambition, but because they surrender to the pull of instant gratification. The ability to delay gratification is the foundation of self-discipline. The most successful people aren't the smartest or the luckiest. They are the ones who can say no to distractions, temptations, and excuses. This chapter will teach you how to take full control of your impulses, make better decisions, and develop the self-control that separates the disciplined from the average. Why instant gratification destroys your potential. Instant gratification is everywhere. Social media gives you a quick dopamine hit, making it hard to focus on meaningful work. Junk food offers immediate pleasure but harms your health over time. Netflix and video games provide effortless entertainment, while your real goals remain untouched. The problem: what feels good in the moment often leads to regret later. The things that create long-term success, hard work, consistency, sacrifice, aren't always fun in the short term. Successful people don't avoid pleasure. They simply prioritize future rewards over temporary satisfaction. They resist the temptation to scroll, overeat, or procrastinate because they know the real reward lies in long-term growth. The science of self-control, your brain, is wired for survival, not success. It seeks immediate rewards because historically, our ancestors didn't have the luxury of long-term planning. This is why we crave sugar, comfort, and entertainment. But here's the truth. Self-control is a skill, not a fixed trait. Just like a muscle, it can be trained and strengthened over time. The more you exercise self-discipline, the stronger it becomes. Here's how to rewire your brain to overcome instant gratification. 1. Make the long-term reward feel immediate. Your brain struggles to stay motivated by future rewards. To make self-discipline easier, find ways to bring the future closer. Use visualization. Close your eyes and imagine the feeling of success. See yourself fit, wealthy, or accomplished. Make it real in your mind. Create a physical reminder. Write your goals down and put them where you'll see them daily. Key your actions to your identity. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to eat healthy," say, "I'm the kind of person who values my body." When the future feels real, it's easier to stay disciplined in the present. 2. Reduce exposure to temptation. The easiest way to win the battle against instant gratification is to avoid the battle altogether. If you don't see the temptation, you don't have to resist it. Trying to eat healthier? Keep junk food out of your house. Want to stop wasting time on your phone? Delete distracting apps or set time limits. Struggling with procrastination? Make your workspace distraction-free. Self-control is much easier when you don't put yourself in tempting situations. 3. Use the 10-minute rule. When you feel the urge to give in to a distraction, tell yourself, "I will wait 10 minutes. If you want to check your phone, wait 10 minutes. If you crave junk food, wait 10 minutes. If you feel like skipping a workout, wait 10 minutes. Most of the time, the urge will pass, and you'll regain control. 4. Replace bad habits with better ones. Self-control isn't just about stopping bad habits. It's about replacing them with better alternatives. Instead of quitting something outright, find a healthier substitute. Instead of scrolling social media, read a book. Instead of snacking on junk, eat fruit or nuts. Instead of watching Netflix at night, journal or plan your next day. Your brain still gets a reward, but now it's one that benefits you in the long run. 5. Create a system of immediate consequences. One reason people struggle with self-control is that bad habits have no immediate punishment. Eating one donut doesn't make you gain weight overnight. Skipping one workout doesn't ruin your fitness. To counter this, create instant consequences for bad choices. Accountability partner. Tell a friend about your goal. If you fail, you owe them money. Public commitment. Announce your goal publicly. The fear of embarrassment will keep you on track. Self-imposed penalties. If you break your rule, like skipping a workout, do 50 push-ups or donate to charity. When the cost of failure is immediate, self-control becomes easier. 6. Reward yourself for discipline. Self-control doesn't have to mean suffering. The key is to make discipline feel rewarding. Track your progress. Seeing your streak grow motivates you to keep going. Use a reward system. After completing a hard task, treat yourself to something small but healthy. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your progress. It builds momentum. Your brain loves rewards. The trick is to train it to associate discipline with pleasure, not pain. 7. Shift your identity. Become a person who chooses discipline. At the core of self-control is your identity. If you see yourself as someone who struggles with self-discipline, you will continue to struggle. But if you adopt the identity of a disciplined person, your actions will follow. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to eat healthy. I don't eat junk food because I respect my body." Instead of saying, "I need to stop procrastinating. I take action immediately because I am a focused person." Instead of saying, "I hope I can stay consistent. I am the type of person who never quits." When you believe you are disciplined, self-control becomes second nature. Final thought. The choice is yours. Every moment, you have a choice. Give in to distractions or stay focused. Seek quick pleasure or build real success. Be controlled by impulses or take control of your future. No one is born with perfect self-control, but anyone can develop it. Your ability to delay gratification will determine your success in every area of life: health, career, relationships, and personal growth. Ask yourself, what one distraction can I eliminate today? How can I make self-discipline feel more rewarding? What small habit can I commit to that will strengthen my self-control? The person who controls their impulses controls their destiny. Choose wisely. Chapter 6. Mental toughness. Training your mind to push through challenges discipline is not just about habits and routines. It's about mental toughness. It's the ability to push forward when things get difficult, to stay focused when distractions arise, and to keep going when motivation fades. Without mental toughness, even the best plans fall apart. Most people quit when they feel discomfort. They avoid pain, struggle, and uncertainty. But those who succeed in life train their minds to be stronger than their emotions. They develop resilience, the ability to endure discomfort, embrace challenges, and stay committed no matter what. This chapter will teach you how to build the unshakable mental toughness needed to dominate your mind and achieve your goals. What is mental toughness? Mental toughness is not about being emotionless or never feeling weak. It's about controlling your reactions, staying disciplined when you don't feel like it, and pushing through resistance even when it's uncomfortable. People with strong mental toughness keep going even when they're tired or unmotivated. Stay focused despite distractions. Don't let emotions dictate their actions. Turn failures into fuel instead of excuses. Embrace discomfort as part of growth. This is what separates the successful from the average. It's not talent, luck, or intelligence. It's the ability to stay strong when others give up. The science of mental toughness: your brain is wired to avoid pain and seek comfort. This is why most people quit when things get hard. They follow their emotions instead of their discipline. But here's the secret. You can rewire your brain to embrace discomfort instead of running from it. When you repeatedly push through difficulty, your brain adapts. Over time, what once felt hard becomes easy. The key is exposure. The more you challenge yourself, the tougher you become. Every time you push past your limits, your mental strength grows. How to build mental toughness 1. Do hard things on purpose. Most people avoid difficulty. If you want to be mentally tough, you must seek out challenges. Train yourself to handle discomfort so it stops feeling overwhelming. Take cold showers to train your mind to endure discomfort. Wake up early even when you don't feel like it. Exercise when you're tired to push past mental barriers. Do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable. The more you expose yourself to challenges, the more mentally unbreakable you become. 2. Control your inner dialogue. Your thoughts control your actions. Weak thoughts create weak actions. Tough thoughts create discipline. When faced with difficulty, most people say, "This is too hard. I don't feel like doing this. We'll do it later." Mentally tough people replace these thoughts with, "This is hard, but I can handle it." You don't need to feel motivated. I just need to take action. I will do it now, no matter how I feel. Your thoughts shape your reality. Train your mind to think like a warrior, not a victim. 3. Develop the no matter what. Mindset: most people take action only when they feel motivated. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Mental toughness means doing what you said you would do no matter what. Tired? Do it anyway. Not in the mood. Do it anyway. Feeling overwhelmed? Do it anyway. Remove the option to quit. The moment you stop negotiating with yourself, you take full control of your mind. 4. Use pain as a teacher. Not an enemy. Most people fear pain. Mentally tough people use it as fuel. Failure, struggle, and discomfort are not signs that you should quit. They are signals that you are growing. Every challenge you overcome makes you stronger. Instead of thinking, "This is too hard, I can't handle it," think, "This difficulty is making me stronger." Reframe pain as progress. The more you endure, the tougher you become. 5. Train yourself to be comfortable with discomfort. If you only do things that feel good, you will stay weak. Mental toughness comes from learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Try this. When you feel like quitting, push for 5 more minutes. When you feel tired during a workout, do 1 more rep. When your mind says, "Stop," train yourself to keep going. The more you embrace discomfort, the more unstoppable you become. 6. Control what you can. Ignore what you can't. One of the biggest mental weaknesses is wasting energy on things you can't control. Tough people focus only on what they can change. You can't control the weather, but you can control your response. You can't control other people, but you can control your own actions. You can't control setbacks, but you can control how you react to them. Stop complaining. Stop making excuses. Put all your energy into what you can control and let go of the rest. 7. Build the habit of finishing what you start. Weak people start things and quit halfway. Mentally tough people always finish what they begin, no matter how hard it gets. Make this a rule. If you start a workout, you finish it. If you start a book, you finish it. If you commit to a goal, you follow through. Every time you finish something hard, you prove to yourself that you are strong. Quitting weakens your mindset. Finishing builds an unstoppable mind. Final thought: mental toughness is a choice. You don't need to be born with mental strength. You can build it. Every day, you have the opportunity to train your mind, push through resistance, and become stronger. Ask yourself, what is one small discomfort I can face today? How can I push myself when I feel like quitting? What weak thoughts do I need to replace with strong ones? Your mind can be your greatest weapon or your greatest enemy. The choice is yours. Train your mind. Become unstoppable. Chapter 7. The power of daily discipline. Small habits, massive results. Success is not built in a day. It is built through the small choices you make every single day. Your life is a reflection of your habits. What you do consistently matters more than what you do occasionally. Most people chase quick results. They start strong, fueled by motivation, but when the excitement fades, they stop. This is why they fail. Success is not about intensity. It is about consistency. The people who win in life are not the ones who work the hardest for a few days, but the ones who show up every day, no matter how they feel. This chapter will show you how to build the daily discipline that leads to unstoppable momentum. Why small habits matter more than big goals. Big goals inspire people, but they do not create results. Daily habits do. A person who exercises for 1 week and then stops will see no change. A person who works out 3 times a week for a year will transform their body. The difference is not intensity, but consistency. This is true for everything in life. Reading 10 pages a day turns you into an expert over time. Writing a little every day creates a book. Saving small amounts of money consistently leads to wealth. Massive success is just the result of small, disciplined actions repeated over time. The compound effect, why every choice matters, every action you take, is a vote for the person you are becoming. Even the smallest habits, done consistently, have a powerful compounding effect over time. If you eat 100 extra calories a day, you will gain weight over the years. If you save just a small amount of money consistently, you will build wealth. If you practice a skill for just 15 minutes daily, you will be an expert in a few years. Each choice seems insignificant in the moment, but over time it multiplies into massive results. The problem is that most people only focus on short-term results. If they do not see immediate progress, they quit. But success does not work that way. It belongs to those who have the discipline to stay consistent long enough to see results. How to build unbreakable daily discipline. 1. Start small, but be consistent. Most people fail because they start too big. They try to change everything at once and then burn out. The key is to start small and never miss a day. Want to get fit? Start with just 10 minutes a day. Want to read more? Start with 1 page a night. Want to wake up earlier? Start by setting your alarm just 15 minutes earlier. It is not about how much you do at first. It is about showing up every day until it becomes automatic. 2. Remove the need for motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. If you depend on motivation, you will fail. The secret to discipline is to build habits that run on autopilot. Do not ask yourself if you feel like working out. Just do it. Do not decide whether to write today. Just write. Do not debate if you should wake up early. Just get up. Make your habits non-negotiable. Discipline is not about feeling like it. It is about doing it regardless of how you feel. If you want to make discipline easier, set up triggers that remind you to take action. Put your workout clothes next to your bed, so you exercise first thing in the morning. Keep a book on your pillow, so you read before sleep. Set a daily alarm for a habit you want to build. Your brain loves routines. The more automatic you make your habits, the easier discipline becomes. 4. Track your progress to stay motivated. People quit when they do not see progress. But most growth happens slowly at first. Tracking your habits helps you stay on course. Use a calendar to mark each day you complete a habit. Keep a journal of your progress. Set small milestones to celebrate your growth. Progress is not always visible at first, but if you stay consistent, the results will come. 5. Make failure expensive. Most people quit because quitting has no consequences. To stay disciplined, create a penalty for skipping habits. Find an accountability partner. If you fail, you owe them money. Publicly commit to your goal, so quitting is embarrassing. Set a rule. If you miss a workout, you must do double the next day. When quitting has a cost, you will be more likely to stay consistent. The 1% rule. Getting better every day. Success is not about sudden breakthroughs. It is about getting just 1% better every day. Reading 1 more page. Doing 1 more push-up. Waking up 5 minutes earlier. Making 1 small improvement daily over time. These tiny improvements compound into massive success. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Final thought. Discipline creates freedom. Most people think discipline is restrictive, but the truth is, discipline gives you freedom. When you are disciplined with your time, you have more freedom to do what you love. When you are disciplined with your health, you have more energy and confidence. When you are disciplined with your money, you have financial security. Daily discipline is the secret to a powerful life. The question is, will you take control of your habits, or will your habits control you? Take action. Be consistent. Win every day. Chapter 8. Overcoming procrastination. Taking action, now procrastination, is one of the greatest obstacles to success. We all know the feeling. Putting things off, waiting for the perfect time, and letting opportunities slip through our fingers. The problem is that procrastination feeds on fear, doubt, and uncertainty, and it convinces us that waiting is easier than acting. But here's the truth. There is no perfect time to begin. The perfect moment doesn't exist. If you keep waiting for the right circumstances, you will wait forever. The key to success is simple. Take action now. This chapter will teach you how to break free from procrastination and develop the habit of taking immediate action. Why we procrastinate. Procrastination is not about being lazy. It is about avoiding discomfort. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So when faced with something that feels difficult, overwhelming, or uncertain, we delay. Common reasons for procrastination include fear of failure. The thought of not succeeding stops us from starting. Perfectionism. We wait for everything to be perfect before taking action. Overwhelm. The task feels too big, so we don't know where to start. Lack of clarity. We don't know what to do, so we do nothing. However, procrastination only creates more stress and anxiety in the long run. The longer we delay, the more pressure builds. The only way to relieve this pressure is through action. The cost of procrastination. When you procrastinate, you lose time, opportunities, and momentum. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to get started. Time, you waste valuable time that you could have spent making progress. Opportunities, by waiting, you miss out on chances for growth, learning, and success. Momentum. The longer you delay, the more difficult it becomes to take action. Momentum is created by consistent action, not waiting. The true cost of procrastination is the gap between where you are now and where you were and where. Each moment you delay is a missed opportunity to get closer to your goals. How to overcome procrastination. 1. Start with small, easy steps. Overwhelm is one of the biggest causes of procrastination. When a task feels too big or complex, our brains shut down. The secret to overcoming procrastination is to break tasks into small, manageable steps. Instead of thinking about everything you need to do, focus on the first small action you can take. If you're writing a book, don't focus on finishing the entire manuscript. Just write 1 page. If you need to clean the house, don't think about the entire house. Just clean 1 room. If you want to start exercising, don't think about hours at the gym. Just do 10 minutes of activity. By focusing on 1 small step, you make the task feel more manageable and less overwhelming. Once you start, momentum will build, and the task will become easier to complete. 2. Set a deadline. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and force you to take action. Without a deadline, there's always something else to do, and you can keep pushing the task aside. Set a clear, specific deadline for each task. When you know you have to finish something by a certain time, it eliminates the temptation to put it off. Write down the task and set a time by which you must complete it. Use timers or alarms to remind you of your deadlines. Hold yourself accountable. Tell someone about your deadline or commit publicly to finishing. The pressure of a deadline often gives you the focus and motivation to take immediate action. 3. Change your environment. Your environment plays a huge role in your ability to take action. If your surroundings are full of distractions or clutter, it's easy to avoid tasks. To overcome procrastination, create an environment that encourages productivity. Remove distractions. Turn off your phone. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer. Organize your workspace to make it inviting and focused. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether it's motivating music or a quiet space to work. A clean and focused environment can help you shift your mindset and make it easier to take action. 4. Use the 2-minute rule. One of the easiest ways to beat procrastination is by using the 2-minute rule. The rule is simple. If a task will take less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. Need to send an email? Do it now. Need to make a quick phone call? Do it now. Need to tidy up your desk? Do it now. By completing small tasks immediately, you create momentum and avoid letting them pile up. You'll be surprised at how much you can get done by simply taking care of the small things right away. 5. Focus on the benefits, not the effort. Often, we procrastinate because we focus on the difficulty of the task, not the benefits of completing it. When you focus on how hard the task will be, it becomes even harder to start. Shift your focus to the rewards. How great will you feel once the task is done? What will you gain by finishing this project? How will completing it bring you closer to your goals? By focusing on the end result, you create a stronger emotional drive to take action. 6. Commit to starting. Sometimes the hardest part of a task is just starting. Once you begin, the momentum often carries you through. Make a commitment to just start. Even if you don't feel like it, promise yourself you will take one action, no matter how small, to get the ball rolling. Once you begin, you'll often find that the task is not as difficult as it seems. And the more you practice starting, the easier it becomes to push past procrastination in the future. Final thought. Action is the cure. Procrastination is nothing more than a habit of avoiding discomfort. The cure is simple. Take action. Every time you delay, you strengthen the habit of procrastination. Every time you take action, you break free from its grip. Start small, set deadlines, and focus on the benefits of completing the task. Action is the key to overcoming procrastination and creating momentum towards success. The sooner you act, the sooner you will achieve your goals. So stop waiting for the perfect moment and start now. Chapter 9. Embracing failure. The path to growth and resilience. Failure is often seen as the ultimate setback, a sign that we are not good enough, that we are on the wrong path. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. Failure is not the end of the journey. It is simply a part of it, an essential step toward growth and success. This chapter will teach you how to reframe failure and turn it into one of your most powerful tools for personal development. The fear of failure. Why we avoid it. Most people are terrified of failure. They view it as a reflection of their inadequacy, something to be avoided at all costs. This fear keeps them from taking risks, from pushing beyond their comfort zones, and from striving for their true potential. The truth is that failure is inevitable. No one has ever achieved great success without experiencing setbacks along the way. What separates successful people from the rest is not their ability to avoid failure, but their ability to learn from it and bounce back stronger. Failure teaches us more than success ever will. It reveals our weaknesses, forces us to adapt, and provides valuable lessons that cannot be learned through any other experience. Why failure is essential for growth. Failure is feedback. Every failure offers important feedback that can be used to improve your performance. It shows you where you need to adjust, what you need to change, and where your efforts need to be focused. Without failure, you would never know what works and what doesn't. Failure builds resilience. Every time you face failure and continue to push forward, you develop resilience. Resilience is the ability to get back up after a fall, to keep going despite setbacks, and to stay committed to your goals. Resilience is one of the key traits of high achievers. Failure cultivates perseverance. Those who persevere through failure are often the ones who achieve the most. Perseverance is the ability to continue working toward your goal, even when the road is tough. Success is not about how many times you fall, but about how many times you rise and continue moving forward. Failure forces creativity. When things don't go as planned, you are forced to think outside the box, to find new solutions, and to innovate. Failure is an opportunity to stretch your creativity and discover new ways of achieving your goals. How to overcome the fear of failure. If fear of failure is holding you back, it's time to change your mindset. Here are a few strategies for overcoming the fear of failure. 1. Change your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing failure as something to fear or avoid, start viewing it as a stepping stone to success. Failure is simply the universe's way of showing you that you need to adjust your approach. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this failure to grow stronger? What will I do differently next time? Reframing failure as a learning experience will make it easier to bounce back and continue moving forward. 2. Embrace the process, not just the outcome. One of the reasons people fear failure is because they focus only on the end result. They place all their value and self-worth on whether they succeed or not. Instead, embrace the process of growth. Focus on the effort, the learning, and the improvement you make along the way, regardless of the outcome. By doing so, you will remove the pressure to be perfect and allow yourself the freedom to fail and learn. 3. Take risks and get comfortable with discomfort. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. If you are constantly playing it safe, you will never achieve anything extraordinary. To succeed, you must be willing to take risks and be comfortable with discomfort. Start small by taking calculated risks that push you beyond your limits. Whether it's speaking up in a meeting, trying a new habit, or launching a project, Taking risks will help you build confidence in your ability to handle failure and rebound from it. 4. Learn to fail fast and fail forward. The faster you fail, the faster you can learn. The key to overcoming failure is not to avoid it, but to fail quickly and use each failure to move closer to success. Take action, even if you're unsure. When something doesn't work, analyze why it didn't work. Adjust your strategy and try again. Each failure gets you one step closer to the solution. Embrace the process of trial and error as a way to gain the experience you need to succeed. 5. Surround yourself with support when you fail. It's important to have a support system in place. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, who lift you up when things go wrong, and who remind you that failure is just part of the journey. Having the right support can make the difference between staying down after a failure or getting back up and moving forward. How to use failure as a launchpad for success instead of letting failure stop you. Use it to fuel your ambition. The most successful people are often those who have faced the most failure, but instead of letting it defeat them, they used it as a launchpad for their next move. Here are a few ways to turn failure into a powerful motivator. 1. Analyze your failures and adjust your approach. Failure is only valuable if you learn from it. When things don't go as planned, take the time to reflect on what went wrong and why. This process of self-reflection will give you valuable insights into what you need to change in order to move forward. 2. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through hard work, learning, and perseverance. When you adopt a growth mindset, failure becomes a natural part of the learning process rather than something to fear. 3. Use failure to fuel your determination. Instead of letting failure demotivate you, let it ignite your determination. Each failure should make you more committed to achieving your goals. With each setback, remind yourself of why you started in the first place and use that energy to keep going. 4. Turn your failures into stories of triumph. Some of the most successful people in the world, think of authors, entrepreneurs, athletes, have failed many times before they succeed. Their stories are filled with setbacks, but they also show how each failure ultimately led them to triumph. Learn to view your failures as part of your personal success story. They are not the end, but the beginning of something greater. Final thought. Failure is not defeat. Failure does not define you. It refines you. It is the process through which you grow, evolve, and become the person you need to be to achieve your dream. The most successful people are the ones who have failed the most, but they keep going, keep learning, and keep pushing forward. Next time you encounter failure, don't see it as a setback, but as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become more resilient. Embrace failure as an essential part of your journey to success. Chapter 10. Building unstoppable habits. The key to consistency is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. No matter how big or small your aspirations are, without consistent action, success will remain out of reach. Success doesn't come from sporadic bursts of effort, but from the daily, consistent habits that you build over time. In this chapter, we will explore how to create powerful, unstoppable habits that will drive you toward your goals, even on the toughest days. The power of habits. Habits are the foundation of your life. Everything you do, whether consciously or unconsciously, is the result of a habit. From brushing your teeth to making your morning coffee, habits govern your actions and shape your future. What makes habits so powerful is that they are automatic. Once something becomes a habit, you no longer need to rely on willpower or motivation to do it. It becomes part of who you are, and you perform it consistently without thinking twice. The problem is, not all habits serve your best interests. Some habits, like procrastination or self-doubt, hold you back. But by being intentional about the habits you create, you can build a life that works for you instead of against you. Why consistency is crucial. Consistency is key for two main reasons. Momentum. When you take consistent action, no matter how small, you create momentum. Just like a snowball rolling down a hill, momentum builds over time and makes it easier to keep going. The more consistent you are, the less effort it takes to keep moving forward. Compounding effect. Small actions taken consistently every day lead to massive results over time. The compound effect of consistent effort is what makes goals achievable, whether it's writing a book, building a business, or getting in shape. It's the consistency that makes the difference, not the grandiose moments of inspiration. How to build unstoppable habits. 1. Start small and build gradually. The key to building lasting habits is to start small. Trying to overhaul your entire life at once can feel overwhelming and lead to burnout. Instead, break your goals down into manageable bite-sized actions that you can repeat every day. For example, if your goal is to get healthier, start by committing to a 5-minute walk each day rather than committing to a full hour at the gym right away. The smaller the task, the easier it is to fit into your routine, and once it becomes a habit, you can gradually increase the intensity. 2. Make your habits specific and measurable. For a habit to stick, you need to be clear and specific about what you want to do. Vague goals like be healthier or work harder are hard to achieve because you don't have a clear action plan. Make your habits specific and measurable. Instead of exercise more, try work out for 20 minutes every morning. Instead of read more, say read 10 pages every day. By setting clear parameters for your habits, you can track your progress and stay motivated. 3. Attach new habits to existing ones. One of the easiest ways to build new habits is by piggybacking them onto existing habits. This technique, called habit stacking, works because it takes advantage of routines that you already have in place. For example, after brushing your teeth, existing habit, meditate for 5 minutes, new habit. After lunch, existing habit, write for 15 minutes, new habit. After your morning coffee, existing habit, read for 10 minutes, new habit. By linking new habits to something you already do regularly, you make it easier to remember and incorporate them into your routine. 4. Stay consistent. Even on tough days, the hardest part of building a habit is staying consistent when motivation is low or life gets busy. On those days, remind yourself that the most important thing is showing up, even if you don't feel like it. Perfection is not the goal, progress is. If you miss a day, don't quit entirely. Just get back on track the next day and keep going. The consistency over time will compound into success. 5. Use triggers and cues to remind you. One of the most effective ways to build a habit is to set triggers or reminders that prompt you to take action. These cues can be time-based, like setting an alarm, location-based, like placing your gym clothes next to your bed, or action-based, like linking a habit to another action. For instance, if you want to drink more water, leave a water bottle on your desk as a constant reminder. If you want to journal daily, place your journal on your pillow before going to bed. So it's the first thing you see when you wake up. When a habit is triggered by an external cue, it becomes easier to remember and follow through with it. 6. Track your progress and celebrate milestones. Tracking your progress is essential to maintaining motivation. It gives you tangible evidence of your efforts and reminds you of how far you've come. Use a habit tracker or a calendar where you mark off each day you complete your habit. Saying a chain of successful days will motivate you to keep going, and the visual representation of your progress will encourage consistency. Don't forget to celebrate small wins along the way. Whether it's acknowledging your progress with a positive affirmation or rewarding yourself with a small treat, celebrating milestones reinforces the habit and gives you the positive reinforcement you need to stay committed. 7. Be patient and persistent building. Building a new habit takes time. The key is to stay patient and trust the process. Research shows that it takes an average of 66 days for a behavior to become automatic. So don't get discouraged if it takes longer than you expect. The important thing is to stick with it, even when it feels like progress is slow. Every day you take action, you are building a habit that will eventually lead to long-term success. The power of habit stacking. Once you've established 1 or 2 habits, you can start stacking more. Habit stacking allows you to gradually add new habits to your routine without feeling overwhelmed. For example, once you've mastered the habit of reading for 10 minutes each morning, you can stack on other habits like writing a daily journal entry, doing a quick stretching routine, planning your day for the next 24 hours. Each new habit builds on the last, creating a ripple effect of positive behaviors that transform your life over time. Final thought: habits are the key to long-term success. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it's not a result of occasional bursts of effort. It's the result of consistent, intentional habits that compound over time. The habits you build today will shape your future. If you want to transform your life, start by focusing on building habits that align with your goals. Commit to consistency. Embrace the small steps. And remember that your habits are the foundation upon which everything else is built. Chapter 11. The Power of Mindset. Shaping your reality. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it plays a pivotal role in determining the course of your life, whether you realize it or not. Your beliefs, attitudes, and perceptions shape your actions and ultimately your outcomes. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mindset. In this chapter, we'll explore how to cultivate a mindset that supports your goals, boosts your resilience, and empowers you to create the life you desire. The 2 types of mindsets. There are 2 fundamental types of mindsets that influence how we approach challenges, learn, and grow: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Understanding the difference between the 2 is essential for personal development. 1. Fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, are fixed traits that cannot be changed. People with a fixed mindset often believe that effort is pointless because success is determined by innate abilities. As a result, they avoid challenges, give up easily, and fear failure. Characteristics of a fixed mindset. Believes talent is innate, not developed, avoids challenges to prevent failure, feels threatened by the success of others, gives up easily when faced with obstacles. While the fixed mindset may seem like a safe way to avoid failure, it limits growth and prevents you from reaching your true potential. If you believe that your abilities are fixed, you'll never push yourself to expand beyond your current limits. 2. Growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities can be developed and improved over time with effort, practice, and learning. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, view failure as an opportunity for growth, and persist through obstacles. They understand that success is not about being born with talent, but about being willing to work hard and learn. Characteristics of a growth mindset. Believes that abilities can be developed with effort, embraces challenges as opportunities to grow, learns from failure, and uses as a stepping stone, enjoys learning, and thrives on feedback. Those with a growth mindset are more resilient, adaptable, and capable of achieving long-term success. They are open to new experiences, willing to try new things, and not afraid to fail along the way. The growth mindset is the foundation of continuous improvement. Shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, while it may be difficult to change your mindset overnight, it's possible to cultivate a growth mindset through intentional effort. Here are a few strategies to help you make the shift. 1. Embrace the power of yet one of the most powerful ways to develop a growth mindset is to add the word yet to your vocabulary. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say it. This simple change in language shifts your focus from fixed limitations to the potential for growth. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not good at this, you can think, I'm not good at this yet. This simple adjustment in thinking allows you to see challenges as opportunities for improvement and reinforces the idea that growth is possible. 2. Focus on effort, not just results. People with a fixed mindset tend to focus only on outcomes, success, or failure, without recognizing the value of the effort required to get there. To cultivate a growth mindset, focus on the process and the effort, not just the end result. When you put effort into learning, practicing, and improving, you are actively growing, even if the immediate results don't reflect it. Celebrate the process of learning and working toward improvement, rather than just seeking success. 3. Learn to love challenges in a fixed mindset. Challenges are often seen as threats. People with a growth mindset, however, welcome challenges because they view them as opportunities to improve their skills and learn new things. Instead of shying away from difficult situations, actively seek out challenges that push you out of your comfort zone. When you step into challenges with the mindset of growth, you open the door to new possibilities and experiences that will help you grow. 4. Reframe failure as feedback. Failure is an inevitable part of the growth process, but people with a fixed mindset often see it as evidence of their inadequacy. A growth mindset, on the other hand, views failure as feedback. Rather than taking failure personally, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. When you reframe failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, you are less likely to give up. The key is to keep going, to persist, and to continue improving through each failure. 5. Cultivate resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep going in the face of adversity. People with a growth mindset tend to be more resilient because they understand that failure and difficulty are part of the journey. They view challenges as temporary obstacles. To build resilience, practice patience, perseverance, and positive self-talk. When you encounter a setback, remind yourself that it's just a bump in the road, not the end of the journey. The power of self-talk, your inner dialogue. What you say to yourself in moments of doubt, frustration, or fear plays a critical role in shaping your mindset. Negative self-talk, such as, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," reinforces a fixed mindset and undermines your self-confidence. On the other hand, positive self-talk helps to cultivate a growth mindset and encourages you to keep going. Replace negative thoughts with empowering, encouraging statements, such as, "I am capable of learning and improving. Challenges help me grow. I may not have the answer now, but I'll figure it out." The more you practice positive self-talk, the more it will become a natural part of your mindset. It can help you face challenges with optimism and confidence, knowing that you have the ability to grow and learn from any experience. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. The people you surround yourself with can either reinforce or challenge your mindset. If you want to cultivate a growth mindset, spend time with people who have a similar outlook. Look for individuals who are positive, resilient, and focused on growth. These people will inspire you to develop your own mindset and challenge you to go further. Avoid those who constantly reinforce negativity or self-doubt. Their fixed mindset will only hold you back. Instead, choose to be around people who encourage you to take risks, embrace failure, and celebrate progress. Final thought. Your mindset shapes your reality. Your mindset influences everything. How you approach challenges, how you handle failure, and how you view your potential. By shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities and endless opportunities for growth. Remember, your mindset is not something that is set in stone. You have the power to change it, to shape it, and to develop it into a force that propels you toward success. When you believe in your ability to grow, there is no limit to what you can achieve. The journey to success starts with your mind. Start today by adopting a growth mindset and watch how your life begins to transform. Chapter 12, Overcoming Procrastination. Turning intentions into action. Procrastination is the silent killer of progress. It's that nagging feeling of putting things off until tomorrow, or the next day, or the next week. The intentions are there. The goals are clear, but the action never seems to follow. Over time, procrastination doesn't just delay success, it erodes it. It's a thief of time, energy, and momentum. In this chapter, we'll explore why procrastination happens, how it sabotages your goals, and most importantly, how you can take control and turn your intentions into actionable steps. Why we procrastinate. Procrastination is not about laziness. It's a psychological issue that stems from several deep-rooted causes. Understanding why we procrastinate is the first step toward overcoming it. Some of the most common reasons include: 1. Fear of failure. Often, we procrastinate because we are afraid of failing. This fear creates a cycle of avoidance, where we avoid tasks that we fear will not turn out perfectly. The perfectionist within us tells us that if we can't do it perfectly, it's better not to do it at all. However, avoiding the task doesn't solve the problem. It only makes it worse. The fear of failure becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. As you delay the task further, reinforcing the idea that you're incapable. 2. Overwhelm and lack of clarity. When tasks feel too big or vague, they can become overwhelming, leading to procrastination. The brain struggles to break down massive, unclear tasks into manageable steps, leaving us frozen in place. When you're unclear about the next steps, it's easy to fall into the trap of doing nothing at all. 3. Lack of motivation. Sometimes we simply lack the motivation to get started. The task might not be exciting or rewarding in the moment, so we choose to engage in more pleasurable, instant gratification activities instead. This is particularly true for long-term goals that require sustained effort without immediate rewards. 4. Instant gratification and distractions. We live in a world full of distractions. Social media, TV, emails, and endless notifications that demand our attention. Instant gratification becomes a coping mechanism to avoid the discomfort of hard work. But the dopamine rush from distractions is short-lived, while the dissatisfaction from procrastination lingers far longer. The consequences of procrastination may seem harmless at first, but over time, it leads to several negative consequences, including 1. Increased stress and anxiety. The longer you put off tasks, the more stress builds up. The unresolved tasks linger in your mind, creating a sense of unease and anxiety. The pressure of having to complete everything last minute increases your stress levels, making it harder to focus and perform well. 2. Missed opportunities. Procrastination robs you of valuable time. The longer you delay taking action, the fewer opportunities you have to seize. If you wait too long to act, chances are that opportunities will pass you by, and you'll be left wondering what could have been. 3. Loss of confidence. Every time you procrastinate, you reinforce the belief that you're not capable of following through. This erodes your self-confidence, creating a cycle of doubt and hesitation. The longer you delay, the more you begin to question your abilities, making it harder to get started the next time. 4. Reduced productivity and performance. The more you procrastinate, the more you have to cram into a short amount of time. This creates pressure, reducing the quality of your work and leading to subpar results. The final product is often rushed, incomplete, or lower quality than it would have been if you had started earlier. How to overcome procrastination. The key to overcoming procrastination is to take immediate intentional action. Here are several strategies to help you break free from the cycle of delay and turn your intentions into tangible results. 1. Break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. One of the main reasons we procrastinate is because tasks feel overwhelming. When faced with a large project, it's easy to get stuck in the thought of how big and difficult it is. To overcome this, break down the task into smaller, actionable steps. Instead of focusing on the entire project, focus on the next small task that needs to be completed. By tackling one thing at a time, you'll find the work becomes more manageable and less intimidating. 2. Set a deadline and commit to it. Having a clear deadline can help you overcome procrastination, even when the task isn't particularly exciting. By setting a deadline, you create urgency and a sense of responsibility to finish the task on time. You can make the deadline even more powerful by sharing it with someone else or committing publicly to the task. The external accountability creates an extra layer of motivation. 3. Use the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is a simple but effective strategy to get started. The rule is simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. It's easy to put off small tasks, but by doing them right away, you prevent them from piling up and causing mental clutter. If the task takes longer than 2 minutes, start with just 2 minutes of work. This small commitment often leads to getting into a flow and continuing the task until it's done. 4. Eliminate distractions. Distractions are a major culprit in procrastination. Whether it's your phone, social media, or noisy environments, distractions pull your attention away from your work and make it harder to stay focused. To combat distractions, create a dedicated work environment. Put your phone on silent or in another room. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer and focus solely on the task at hand. Consider using productivity apps or techniques like Pomodoro, working in focused intervals, to help you stay on track. 5. Find your why. Sometimes procrastination occurs because we lack a deep connection to the task at hand. When you don't understand the purpose of a task, it's easy to delay it. To break this habit, find your why. Ask yourself, why is this task important? How does it align with your bigger goals or values? The more you connect the task to something meaningful, the more motivated you'll feel to take action. 6. Change your environment. Your environment has a significant impact on your productivity. If you find yourself procrastinating in your current environment, it might be time to make a change. Consider moving to a new space that's conducive to work. Whether it's a quiet room, a cafe, or a co-working space, the change in scenery can help reset your mindset and boost your focus. 7. Embrace imperfection. Perfectionism is a major barrier to overcoming procrastination. The fear of making mistakes or doing a task imperfectly can cause you to delay it indefinitely. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on progress. Start with the intention of just getting the task done and improve it along the way. Accept that mistakes and setbacks are part of the learning process and that progress is more important than perfection. The importance of self-compassion. Overcoming procrastination is not about being hard on yourself or feeling guilty. It's about taking intentional action, learning from setbacks, and giving yourself the grace to grow. Practice self-compassion by acknowledging that everyone struggles with procrastination at times, and that it's okay to falter as long as you get back on track. Final thought. Turning intentions into action. Procrastination is a habit, and like all habits, it can be changed. By understanding why you procrastinate and using these strategies to overcome it, you can turn your intentions into meaningful actions that lead to real results. The key is to start small, build momentum, and keep going, even when it feels difficult. When you stop delaying, you unlock your true potential. Every small step you take adds up, and before you know it, you'll be moving toward your goals with purpose and confidence. Chapter 13. Mastering time management. Making every moment count. Time is our most valuable resource, yet it is often the one we manage the least effectively. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but how we use that time determines our level of success, productivity, and overall satisfaction with life. Mastering time management is not just about getting more done. It's about getting the right things done. In this chapter, we'll dive into the principles of effective time management and explore strategies that will allow you to take control of your time, reduce stress, and increase your productivity. The time management myth. More time does not equal more success. Many people think that the key to achieving more is simply to have more time. If only we had more hours in the day, we could accomplish everything we set out to do. But in reality, the number of hours in a day isn't the problem. The real issue is how we manage the time we already have. Time management is not about cramming as many tasks as possible into your day. It's about prioritizing and focusing on the tasks that matter most. It's about being intentional with your time and ensuring that your actions align with your goals. The key principles of time management to master time management. It's essential to adopt a few key principles that will guide your decisions and actions throughout the day. These principles include prioritization, delegation, focus, and balance. 1. Prioritize. What matters the first step in effective time management is determining which tasks are truly important. It's easy to get caught up in busy work, the tasks that make you feel productive, but don't move you closer to your bigger goals. Instead of focusing on everything, learn to focus on what matters most. The Pareto Principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, suggests that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. To maximize your productivity, identify and prioritize the 20% of tasks that will yield the highest impact. Start by categorizing your tasks into urgent and important. These tasks must be done right away and have significant consequences if left unfinished. Important but not urgent. These tasks are critical for long-term success, but don't have immediate deadlines. They often get neglected if not managed properly. Urgent but not important. These tasks demand your attention, but don't contribute much to your overall goals. Consider delegating them when possible. Neither urgent nor important. These tasks don't need to be done at all, or should be done sparingly. By clearly distinguishing between these categories, you can ensure that you focus on what truly matters and avoid wasting time on trivial distractions. 2. Set clear goals without clear goals. It's difficult to know what you should be focusing on. Setting clear, measurable, and time-bound goals provides you with direction and purpose. Effective goal setting is a critical time management strategy because it helps you identify what's most important. Without specific goals, you'll find yourself drifting, reacting to the needs of others, and wasting time on activities that don't contribute to your long-term success. SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, are a great framework to guide your planning. These goals provide clarity and create a roadmap for your actions, making it easier to stay on track and manage your time efficiently. 3. Eliminate distractions. Distractions are the number one enemy of time management. They steal your focus, disrupt your flow, and cause you to waste valuable minutes and hours throughout the day. Social media, phone notifications, email, and even the temptation to multitask can all take you off course. To be productive, it's essential to minimize distractions and protect your time. Turn off notifications. Close irrelevant tabs on your computer and create a dedicated workspace free from interruptions. If possible, set specific times for checking emails or social media so you're not constantly being pulled away from more important tasks. The more you can control distractions, the more you can dedicate your time and energy to focused, high-priority work. 4. Use time blocking. Time blocking is one of the most effective strategies for managing your time. This involves dividing your day into blocks of time, each dedicated to a specific task or group of tasks. Instead of juggling multiple projects at once, assign specific periods in your day for focused work on one task at a time. Time blocking prevents multitasking, which can reduce productivity and lead to mistakes. It also gives you a structured approach to your day, making it easier to track your progress and stay on task. For example, You might block off 2 hours in the morning for deep work on a project, followed by a 30-minute break. In the afternoon, you could dedicate another block of time for meetings or responding to emails. The goal is to allocate time for everything that matters and ensure that you're staying intentional with your efforts. 5. Delegate and outsource. As you advance in your career or personal projects, you'll find that you simply don't have the time or expertise to do everything yourself. Learning to delegate tasks to others is a critical skill for managing your time effectively. If someone else can do a task more efficiently or it's not aligned with your core strengths, delegate it. Whether it's at work or in your personal life, delegating frees up your time so you can focus on higher priority activities that will move you closer to your goals. Similarly, outsourcing can be a powerful tool for saving time. Whether it's hiring a virtual assistant or outsourcing a particular task, freeing up time from low-value tasks allows you to focus on what truly matters. 6. Avoid perfectionism. Perfectionism can paralyze you and prevent you from finishing tasks. The fear of doing something imperfectly often leads to procrastination or an overwhelming desire to perfect every detail. While striving for excellence is important, waiting for perfection can waste a tremendous amount of time. Instead, aim for progress, not perfection. Allow yourself to make mistakes, learn from them, and move forward. Done is better than perfect, and the sooner you accept this, the more time you'll save. 7. Take breaks and rest. Effective time management isn't about working non-stop. It's about balancing work and rest. Studies show that taking short, frequent breaks throughout the day actually increases productivity and focus. Use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, which involves working in focused intervals, usually 25 minutes, followed by a short break, 5 minutes. After completing a few intervals, take a longer break, 15-30 minutes. These breaks help prevent burnout, maintain energy levels, and improve overall productivity. Don't forget the importance of rest outside of your working hours as well. Getting enough sleep, eating well, and taking time to recharge are all essential for sustaining long-term productivity. Time management tools and techniques. There are several tools and techniques you can use to enhance your time management skills. Some of the most popular tools include task management apps. Tools like Todoist, Trello, or Asana can help you organize and prioritize tasks. Calendars and schedulers. Use digital calendars like Google Calendar or scheduling tools like Calendly to block off time for tasks, meetings, and personal time. Time tracking apps. Tools like Rescue Time or Toggle can help you track how you're spending your time throughout the day, which can help you identify time-wasting habits. By leveraging these tools, you can stay organized, monitor your progress, and keep track of important deadlines. Final thought. Time is your most valuable asset. Mastering time management is not just about getting more done. It's about making the most of the time you have. By prioritizing your goals, eliminating distractions, and using effective techniques like time blocking and delegation, you can achieve more with less stress and greater satisfaction. Time is fleeting, and once it's gone, it's gone. Be intentional about how you spend each moment, and you'll find that you accomplish more than you ever thought possible. Chapter 14. Building resilience, bouncing back stronger from setbacks. Life is full of challenges, whether it's a failure at work, a personal loss, or an unexpected roadblock. Setbacks are inevitable. The true measure of success, however, is not how often we avoid setbacks, but how we respond to them. The ability to bounce back from difficulties, maintain your determination, and keep moving forward is what separates those who thrive from those who give up. In this chapter, we will explore how you can build resilience, the ability to recover quickly from adversity, and use it as a powerful tool for personal growth and success. What is resilience? Resilience is the ability to withstand or recover from difficult situations. It's not just about enduring hardship, but also about learning from challenges and using those lessons to grow stronger. Resilient individuals are able to adapt to change, overcome obstacles, and maintain a positive outlook despite adversity. Resilience is not an innate trait. It's a skill that can be developed over time. Just like physical strength, the more you practice resilience, the stronger it becomes. And the good news is that anyone can cultivate resilience, regardless of their background or circumstances. The importance of resilience in achieving success. Resilience plays a critical role in achieving long-term success. When you are resilient, you don't give up when things get tough. Instead, you persist and keep moving forward, even when faced with challenges. This mindset is essential for achieving big goals and realizing your full potential. Resilience also helps you maintain a sense of control over your life, even when things seem out of your hands. When setbacks occur, resilient individuals don't allow themselves to be defined by them. They understand that failure is just a part of the journey, not the end of it. The most successful people are often those who have experienced the greatest failures, but who were able to learn from them and use those lessons to improve. Resilience allows you to fail forward. Each setback becomes an opportunity to grow stronger and smarter. How to build resilience? Building resilience is a process that requires time, effort, and intention. While some people may have a natural ability to bounce back from adversity, everyone can cultivate resilience through deliberate practice and mindset shifts. Here are several strategies to help you build resilience. 1. Cultivate a growth mindset. One of the key elements of resilience is having a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort and perseverance. When you have a growth mindset, you view setbacks and failures as opportunities to learn, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this experience?" This shift in perspective can make a huge difference in how you respond to challenges. By seeing failure as a stepping stone to success, you'll be more likely to persist and grow from your experiences. 2. Build strong relationships and support systems. No one achieves success alone. Having a strong network of family, friends, mentors, and colleagues can make all the difference when it comes to bouncing back from setbacks. Supportive relationships provide encouragement, guidance, and perspective when things go wrong. When you face challenges, turn to the people you trust for support. Whether it's talking things through with a friend or seeking advice from a mentor, having someone to lean on can help you regain your strength and refocus on your goals. 3. Take care of your body and mind. Resilience is not just about mental toughness. It's also about physical well-being. When you take care of your body through exercise, nutrition, and rest, you're better equipped to handle stress and adversity. Physical well-being plays a direct role in your ability to stay positive, focused, and strong during difficult times. Regular exercise, healthy eating, and sufficient sleep help keep your mind sharp and your emotions in check. When you feel physically strong, you're more likely to feel mentally strong as well. Make self-care a priority and take steps to nourish both your body and mind. 4. Focus on what you can control in difficult situations. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by everything that's going wrong. However, focusing on what you can control is a powerful way to regain a sense of agency and move forward, rather than obsessing over things that are outside of your control. Focus on taking action in areas where you can make a difference. This could be as simple as adjusting your mindset, taking small steps toward your goals, or changing your routine to create more stability in your life. Focusing on the aspects of life that you can control allows you to feel empowered and keeps you from becoming paralyzed by helplessness. I practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for building resilience. When you are facing difficult times, it's easy to become consumed by negative thoughts and emotions. However, practicing gratitude helps shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. Take time each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for, whether it's your health, your family, or small victories along the way. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude, you can stay grounded and maintain a sense of perspective during challenging times. Gratitude reminds you that even in the darkest moments, there are things to appreciate and value. 6. Develop emotional agility. Emotional agility is the ability to recognize and navigate your emotions in a healthy way. Resilient people are not immune to negative emotions. They experience frustration, disappointment, and sadness just like anyone else. However, they don't let these emotions control their actions or decisions. Instead, they acknowledge their feelings, process them, and move forward. Developing emotional agility allows you to deal with setbacks in a healthy, constructive way. When you can respond to your emotions rather than react to them, you're better equipped to handle adversity with grace and resilience. 7. Stay flexible and adaptable. Resilience isn't about rigidly sticking to a plan. It's about being adaptable in the face of change. Life is unpredictable, and things rarely go according to plan. Resilient individuals are able to pivot and adjust their approach when needed, without losing sight of their ultimate goals. Instead of getting stuck in disappointment or frustration when things don't go as planned, stay flexible and look for alternative solutions. The ability to adapt to changing circumstances will help you navigate obstacles and continue making progress, no matter what. Learning from setbacks. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is the ability to learn from setbacks. Each challenge you face contains valuable lessons that can help you grow and improve. Rather than viewing failures as mistakes, see them as opportunities to learn and get better. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What could I have done differently? What can I take away from this experience that will make me stronger next time? By reflecting on setbacks in a constructive way, you'll be able to turn adversity into personal growth. Final thought. Resilience is a choice. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties. It's about how you respond to them. Life will always present challenges, but how you choose to handle them determines your success. By building resilience, you develop the strength and determination to persevere, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Resilience is a skill you can develop over time, and the more you practice it, the stronger you become. Embrace setbacks as opportunities to grow, and use your resilience to bounce back even stronger than before. The road to success is never smooth, but with resilience, you can overcome any obstacle in your way. Chapter 15. The power of focus. how to stay on track in a distracting world in today's fast-paced, always connected world. Focus has become a rare and valuable commodity. We are bombarded with distractions, constant notifications, social media, work emails, and the endless pull of our own thoughts that make it difficult to concentrate on the tasks at hand. Yet, focus is the foundation of productivity and achievement. Without it, even the best plans and intentions can fall apart. In this chapter, we will explore the power of focus and offer strategies to help you stay on track, eliminate distractions, and maintain your attention on what truly matters. The importance of focus. Focus is the ability to direct your attention to one task or goal without being sidetracked by distractions. It's about immersing yourself fully in the present moment, blocking out everything else, and devoting all your mental and emotional energy to the task at hand. In a world full of distractions, maintaining focus is essential for productivity. When you focus on one task, you complete it more efficiently and effectively. Quality of work. With focus, you can give your best effort, resulting in higher quality output. Achieving goals. Focus helps you stay aligned with your goals, ensuring you take consistent steps toward achieving them. Reducing stress. The more you focus, the less you juggle. You minimize mental clutter, which reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed. The ability to focus is the key to success in every area of life. Whether you're working on a project, studying for an exam, or pursuing personal goals, staying focused is the first step toward achieving anything meaningful. The challenges of focus in the digital age technology has brought immense benefits, but it has also introduced significant challenges to our ability to focus. Social media, smartphones, and the internet constantly demand our attention, making it harder to concentrate for extended periods. Studies show that we are now distracted every few minutes, and multitasking has become the norm. However, multitasking actually reduces productivity by as much as 40%, according to research. The constant flow of information is like a mental noise that competes for our attention, leaving us feeling mentally fatigued. Our brains are not designed to focus on multiple tasks simultaneously. Instead, we thrive when we give our full attention to a single task. To achieve focus in this digital age, we need to adopt strategies that allow us to manage distractions effectively and protect our attention. Strategies for improving focus. 1. Set clear, specific goals. One of the best ways to improve focus is to set clear, specific goals. When you know exactly what you're working toward, it's easier to maintain your attention on the task at hand. Vague goals, like work on the project, can be overwhelming and lead to distractions. Instead, break your goals down into smaller, manageable tasks with clear deadlines. For example, rather than simply saying, "Write my book," set specific goals like, "Write 500 words by 10 a.m., complete research on Chapter 2 by noon, edit the first draft of Chapter 3 by 3 p.m. These specific goals provide you with clear direction and purpose, making it easier to stay focused. 2. Prioritize tasks using the Eisenhower matrix. Not all tasks are created equal. Some are urgent and important, while others are neither urgent nor important. The Eisenhower matrix is a simple tool for prioritizing tasks, helping you focus on what really matters. Important and urgent. Tasks that need to be done immediately, e.g. meeting deadlines, responding to emergencies. Important but not urgent. Tasks that are important for long-term success, e.g., planning, strategizing, personal development. Urgent but not important. Tasks that demand attention but don't contribute significantly to your goals, e.g., interruptions. Some emails, neither urgent nor important. Tasks that don't require your attention at all, e.g., unnecessary meetings, scrolling social media. Focus your attention on the important and urgent tasks first, followed by the important but not urgent tasks. By distinguishing between tasks, you can make sure you're investing your time and energy into things that truly matter. 3. Eliminate or minimize distractions. Distractions are the enemy of focus. If you want to stay focused, it's essential to minimize or eliminate them. Here are some ways to do so. Turn off notifications. Disable push notifications for emails, social media apps, and other distractions. Only check your phone or email at designated times throughout the day. Create a distraction-free environment. Set up a workspace that is free from distractions. This could mean decluttering your desk, using noise-canceling headphones, or even working in a separate room. Use apps that block distractions. Tools like Freedom, Focus at Will, or Stay Focused can help block distracting websites and apps during work hours. Set boundaries. Let people know when you're working and when you need uninterrupted time. You may need to set clear boundaries with family, colleagues, or friends. By removing distractions, you create a space where your mind can concentrate fully on the task at hand. 4. Practice time. Blocking time. Blocking is a technique that involves scheduling specific blocks of time for each task or activity. This allows you to focus on one task at a time without feeling overwhelmed by the many things you need to do. For example, you might schedule 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Deep work on the project, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Quick break and stretch, 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Lunch by dedicating specific time slots to tasks. You prevent the temptation to switch between multiple activities. Time blocking helps you stay focused, and it provides structure to your day. 5. Use the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method that breaks work into intervals, typically 25 minutes, followed by a short break. After 4 Pomodoros work intervals, you take a longer break. This technique is effective because it helps you maintain focus during the work intervals, knowing that a break is coming up. The short breaks also prevent burnout and help maintain mental clarity throughout the day. Try setting a timer for 25 minutes, work on a task without interruption, and then take a 5-minute break. After 4 rounds, take a longer break of 15-30 minutes. 6. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation can significantly improve focus by training your brain to stay present and avoid distraction. Regular meditation has been shown to increase the brain's ability to concentrate, reduce stress, and improve overall mental clarity. Start with just 5-10 minutes of meditation each day. Focus on your breathing and gently bring your attention back to the present moment whenever your mind starts to wander. Over time, this practice will help you stay more focused and calm, both in and outside of work. 7. Take care of your body. Your ability to focus is also influenced by your physical health. When you're well rested, well nourished, and physically active, your mind is sharper and more able to concentrate. Get enough sleep. Sleep is essential for cognitive function Aim for 7-9 hours of sleep each night. Exercise regularly. Physical activity boosts blood flow to the brain, improving focus and mental clarity. Eat a healthy diet. A balanced diet, rich in nutrients, fuels the brain and helps maintain focus throughout the day. By taking care of your body, you provide your mind with the energy it needs to stay focused and productive. Final thought. Focus is a skill, not a trait. Focus is not something you either have or don't have. It's a skill that can be developed with practice. The more you work on strengthening your focus, the easier it becomes to eliminate distractions, stay on track, and achieve your goals. In a world full of noise, focus allows you to cut through the chaos and direct your energy toward what matters most. Start implementing the strategies discussed in this chapter and watch how your ability to focus transforms your productivity and success. By training your mind to concentrate on the task at hand, you'll be able to accomplish more in less time, leading to greater satisfaction and achievement in all areas of your life. Chapter 16. Mastering Time Management. How to make every minute count. Time is our most valuable resource. Once it's gone, it can never be regained. Yet many of us feel like there's never enough of it. Whether it's work, personal goals, or just the everyday demands of life, managing time effectively is often a struggle. The key to success in any area of life lies in how you use your time, and mastering time management can make all the difference. In this chapter, we will explore time management strategies that will help you prioritize your tasks, eliminate distractions, and get the most out of every day. The power of time management. By managing your time effectively, you can accomplish more with less stress. Proper time management allows you to maximize productivity. By organizing your day and focusing on what matters, you get more done in less time. Reduce stress. When you have a plan for your day and know what needs to be done, you eliminate the feeling of being overwhelmed. Create balance. Time management allows you to prioritize your personal life and goals, creating harmony between work and leisure. Achieve goals. Effective time management ensures that your time is aligned with your goals, helping you make steady progress. Mastering time management is essential not only for achieving success, but for maintaining your mental health and overall well-being. When you manage your time well, you feel more in control of your life, and you have the freedom to focus on what truly matters. Common time management challenges. Before diving into strategies, it's important to understand the common challenges that interfere with effective time management. Procrastination. Putting things off until the last minute is one of the biggest obstacles to managing time effectively. Procrastination can cause unnecessary stress and reduce the quality of your work. Lack of prioritization. Without a clear sense of what's most important, it's easy to waste time on tasks that don't contribute to your long-term goals. Distractions. Social media, constant notifications, and other interruptions can significantly cut into your productive time. Poor planning. Without a solid plan or schedule, it's easy to let time slip away without making meaningful progress. Recognizing these challenges is the first step in overcoming them. By acknowledging the areas where you struggle, you can adopt the right strategies to address them head-on. Time management strategies for success. 1. Set clear priorities. The first step in managing your time effectively is to set clear priorities. Not everything that demands your attention is equally important. By identifying your top priorities, you can focus on the tasks that will have the greatest impact on your goals. A great tool for prioritization is the Eisenhower matrix, which we discussed in the previous chapter. This matrix helps you categorize tasks into 4 quadrants: important and urgent. Tasks that need immediate attention. Important but not urgent. Tasks that are critical for your long-term success. Urgent but not important. Tasks that demand attention but are not critical to your goals. Neither urgent nor important. Tasks that can be eliminated entirely, focusing on what's truly important, both in the short term and long term, will allow you to make the most of your time. 2. Time blocking. Time blocking is one of the most effective time management techniques. By assigning specific blocks of time to specific tasks, you create structure in your day and ensure that important tasks don't fall through the cracks. Start by breaking your day into blocks of time and assign a task to each block. For example, 9 to 10:00 a.m. Work on project 8:10 a.m. to 11:00 a.m. Respond to emails 11:00 a.m. to 12:00 p.m. Research for upcoming presentation 12:00 p.m. to 1. Time blocking helps eliminate distractions and forces you to focus on one thing at a time. It also ensures that you allocate enough time to important tasks, reducing the likelihood of procrastination. 3. The Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique, as mentioned earlier, involves working in short intervals, usually 25 minutes, followed by a short break. After completing 4 intervals, you take a longer break. This technique works well because it maintains your focus by creating a sense of urgency and also prevents burnout. It's easier to stay focused for short bursts of time than for long, uninterrupted periods. Plus, the regular breaks help you recharge, keeping your energy levels up throughout the day. 4. Eliminate distractions. Distractions are one of the biggest threats to effective time management. In today's digital world, it's easy to become distracted by social media, text messages, emails, and other notifications. Here are some strategies to eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications. Disable notifications on your phone and computer so that you're not constantly interrupted by new messages or alerts. Designate a quiet space. Find a place to work where you can focus without distractions. This may involve setting up a specific room or workspace. Use productivity apps. There are several apps, like Freedom or Forest, that can block distracting websites or track your focus during work sessions. Set specific times for checking email or social media. Instead of checking your email or social media constantly, set designated times to do so, like once every hour or 2. By controlling your environment and minimizing distractions, you can maintain your focus and make the most of your time. 5. Break tasks into smaller pieces. Large tasks can be overwhelming, leading to procrastination and time wasted on unnecessary stress. Instead of focusing on the entire project, break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks. For example, if you have to write a report, break it down into steps like research. Spend 1 hour gathering information. Outline. Spend 30 minutes creating an outline. Writing. Spend 2 hours writing the first draft. Editing. Spend 1 hour editing and proofreading. By tackling smaller pieces at a time, you prevent feeling overwhelmed and maintain a steady pace toward completing the entire task. 6. Learn to say no. One of the most important time management skills is the ability to say no. We often take on too many commitments, thinking we have to please everyone or prove our worth. However, saying yes to too many things spreads you thin and takes time away from your important goals. Learn to set boundaries and prioritize your time. If a new opportunity or request doesn't align with your goals or current priorities, don't be afraid to politely decline. 7. Set realistic deadlines. Deadlines are essential for managing your time effectively. They create a sense of urgency and help you stay focused. However, setting unrealistic deadlines can lead to unnecessary stress and burnout. Be honest with yourself about how long tasks will take and set deadlines that allow you to complete your work without rushing. If necessary, break down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable deadlines. Final thought. Time is the one thing you can't get back. Mastering time management is not just about getting more done. It's about using your time intentionally to create a life that aligns with your values and goals. By implementing the strategies in this chapter, you will be able to take control of your time, reduce stress, and achieve your greatest ambitions. Remember, time is the most valuable resource you have. Every minute counts, and how you choose to spend it will shape the future you create. By managing your time wisely, you can unlock your full potential and live a life that's truly fulfilling. Chapter 17. Building habits that stick. The secret to long-term success. Success is rarely a result of one major event. It is the culmination of countless small, consistent actions that accumulate over time. The secret to achieving long-term success isn't found in a single burst of effort, but in the daily habits you cultivate. Our habits define us. They shape our routines, influence our decisions, and ultimately determine the outcomes we experience in life. In this chapter, we will explore how to build and maintain habits that lead to lasting success. Whether you want to improve your health, productivity, or personal growth, the key to achieving your goals lies in the habits you adopt. Why habits matter? Habits are powerful. They are the automatic behaviors we perform without much thought, and they account for much of what we do each day. According to research, up to 40% of our daily actions are habits. This means that what you do regularly shapes your life more than you might realize. Good habits propel us toward our goals and help us maintain consistency, while bad habits keep us stuck and derail our progress. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't often comes down to the habits they consistently practice. The science of habit formation to understand how to build habits that stick. It's helpful to first understand how habits are formed. Habits are built through a cycle of 3 components. Cue. This is the trigger or signal that starts the habit. It could be something external, like an alarm or a notification, or something internal, like feeling stressed or bored. Routine. This is the action or behavior you take in response to the cue. It's the core of the habit and can be positive, working out, or negative. Procrastination. Reward. After completing the routine, there is a feeling of satisfaction or pleasure. This could be an emotional reward, feeling good about accomplishing something, or a physical reward, like a rush of endorphins from exercise. Over time, this cycle becomes ingrained in your brain. The more often you repeat a behavior, the stronger the neural pathways associated with that behavior become. Eventually, The habit becomes automatic and requires less conscious effort to maintain. However, building habits that stick isn't always easy. Our brains are wired for immediate gratification, which makes it difficult to commit to long-term goals. It takes persistence, strategy, and patience to replace old habits with new, more productive ones. Strategies for building lasting habits. 1. Start small and build gradually. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to form new habits is starting too big. Trying to overhaul your entire routine overnight is not only overwhelming but also unsustainable. Instead, start with small, manageable changes. For example, if you want to start exercising, don't commit to working out for an hour every day right away. Start with just 10 minutes a day and then gradually increase the duration as the habit becomes more ingrained. By starting small, you reduce the risk of burnout and make it easier to stay consistent. Make your habits obvious. One of the most powerful ways to build a new habit is to make the cues for your habit as obvious as possible. This helps trigger the behavior without having to rely on willpower or motivation. For example, if you want to remember to drink more water, place a water bottle on your desk or set reminders on your phone. If you want to exercise in the morning, lay out your workout clothes the night before so they are the first thing you see when you wake up. The key is to design your environment in a way that naturally prompts you to take action. 3. Use habit stacking. Is a technique where you take an existing habit and stack a new habit on top of it. This works because you already have a routine in place, making it easier to introduce a new behavior. For example, if you already have the habit of brushing your teeth every morning, you could stack a new habit of doing 10 push-ups immediately afterward. Since you are already brushing your teeth, adding a quick set of push-ups feels natural and doesn't require extra effort or willpower. Identify existing habits you already do regularly and think about how you can stack a new positive habit on top of them. 4. Track your progress. Tracking your progress is an essential part of building habits. When you keep track of your habits, you create a visual reminder of your commitment and progress, which can increase motivation. For example, you can use a habit tracker or a simple calendar where you mark off each day you complete your habit. This provides a sense of accomplishment and reinforces the behavior. Tracking your progress also allows you to identify patterns and potential obstacles. For instance, if you notice that you always skip your workout on Mondays, you can analyze what's preventing you from sticking to your habit and make adjustments. Focus on identity-based habits. The most powerful habits are those that align with your identity. Rather than focusing on what you want to achieve, focus on who you want to become. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to lose weight," shift your focus to, "I am a healthy and fit person." By adopting the identity of the person you want to become, your habits naturally align with that identity. When you define yourself by your habits, they become a reflection of who you are, not just something you do. This mindset shift makes it easier to stay committed and take pride in your progress. 6. Be patient and consistent. Habits take time to develop. The process isn't always quick, and setbacks are inevitable. It's important to be patient and kind to yourself along the way. Don't expect perfection. Focus on consistency. If you miss a day or make a mistake, don't give up entirely. One slip-up doesn't undo all your progress. Simply get back on track the next day and continue working toward your goal. The key to building lasting habits is consistency over time. The more you repeat the behavior, the more automatic it becomes, and the less effort it will take to maintain it. 7. Reward yourself. While the ultimate reward for your habits will be the progress you make, it's important to reward yourself along the way. Positive reinforcement strengthens your commitment to the habit and makes the process more enjoyable. For example, after completing a week of consistent workouts, reward yourself with something that aligns with your goals, like a new workout shirt or a relaxing self-care activity. By rewarding yourself, you reinforce the connection between the habit and positive outcomes, making it more likely that you'll stick with it in the long term. Final thought. Your habits shape your future. The habits you cultivate today will determine the future you create. Whether you're striving for personal growth, better health, or professional success, the key to achieving your goals lies in the habits you practice daily. Building habits that stick takes time, effort, and perseverance. But by starting small, making your habits obvious, and staying consistent, you can create the life you desire. Remember, the journey to success isn't about grand, one-time actions. It's about making small, positive habits part of your daily routine. Focus on developing habits that align with your values and goals, and you'll create a foundation for lasting success. Over time, these habits will shape your life in ways you may never have imagined, helping you become the best version of yourself. Chapter 18. Overcoming obstacles. Turning challenges into opportunities. No matter how committed we are to our goals, we will inevitably face challenges along the way. Whether it's an unexpected setback, a personal failure, or external obstacles beyond our control, it's impossible to avoid adversity. However, the way we respond to these challenges can make all the difference. In this chapter, we will explore strategies for overcoming obstacles and turning difficult situations into opportunities for growth. By learning to embrace challenges rather than fear them, you can build resilience and continue progressing toward your goals. The nature of obstacles are an inherent part of life. They show up in many forms, big and small, and at various stages of your journey. Some obstacles may seem like insurmountable walls, while others may appear as mere bumps in the road. However, all obstacles share one thing in common. They are opportunities for growth. Challenges force us to step outside our comfort zones, push through adversity, and discover new solutions. They test our character, determination, and resourcefulness. While we may not always be able to control the obstacles that come our way, we can control how we respond to them. The power of a growth mindset. One of the most important tools for overcoming obstacles is adopting a growth mindset. This concept, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through effort, learning, and perseverance. A growth mindset contrasts with a fixed mindset, where individuals believe their talents are innate and unchangeable. Those with a fixed mindset are more likely to give up when faced with difficulties, as they see challenges as a reflection of their limitations. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. By cultivating a growth mindset, you can reframe obstacles as stepping stones toward success, rather than roadblocks that stand in your way. Strategies for overcoming obstacles. Reframe your perspective when faced with an obstacle. It's easy to feel defeated or frustrated. However, your perspective can either make the challenge seem impossible or turn it into an opportunity for growth. Start by reframing the situation. Instead of thinking this is too hard, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Shifting your focus from the problem to the potential lesson or solution will help you approach obstacles with a more constructive mindset. For example, if you're faced with a failure in a project, instead of viewing it as a defeat, see it as valuable feedback that can help you improve your approach moving forward. By reframing your perspective, you empower yourself to find solutions rather than dwell on the difficulty. 2. Break the problem into manageable parts. One of the reasons obstacles seem so overwhelming is that we view them as one giant, unsolvable problem. However, breaking the challenge down into smaller, more manageable pieces can make it easier to tackle. When faced with a large problem, take a step back and identify the different components. What are the smaller, more specific tasks that you can address one by one? For example, if you're facing a financial obstacle, rather than feeling overwhelmed by the total amount of debt or expenses, break the problem into smaller steps, such as creating a budget, cutting unnecessary expenses, or finding ways to increase your income. By breaking the issue down into smaller tasks, you can make steady progress toward a solution. 3. Maintain flexibility. While it's important to stay committed to your goals, flexibility is essential when it comes to overcoming obstacles. The path to success is rarely linear, and rigidly sticking to a single plan may cause you to miss opportunities for growth or alternative solutions. When you encounter an obstacle, ask yourself, is there another way to reach my goal? What adjustments can I make to my plan to keep moving forward? Being flexible means being open to change and adapting your approach as needed. If one strategy isn't working, consider trying a different one. If an unexpected roadblock arises, explore new ways to navigate around it. 4. Stay persistent. Persistence is one of the key factors in overcoming obstacles. It's easy to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned, but the most successful people are often those who refuse to give up in the face of adversity. When faced with a challenge, remind yourself of the importance of your goal and the reasons why you started in the first place. Keep your vision in mind and push through the difficult moment. Persistence doesn't mean blindly continuing despite failure. It means continuing to search for solutions, even when the path is tough. Remember, failure is often just part of the process. Many successful individuals have faced significant setbacks, but their ability to persist despite those obstacles is what allowed them to ultimately succeed. 5. Learn from past challenges. Every obstacle you encounter offers an opportunity to learn something new about yourself and the world around you. Reflecting on past challenges can provide valuable insights into how to approach future obstacles more effectively. Take some time to analyze past difficulties and ask yourself, what worked in overcoming this obstacle? What could I have done differently? What did I learn from the experience? By learning from past challenges, you can gain the wisdom and experience needed to tackle future obstacles more effectively and efficiently. 6. Build a support system. Overcoming obstacles doesn't have to be a solo journey. Having a strong support system can help you stay motivated and provide valuable perspective when you're facing difficulties. Surround yourself with people who inspire, support, and challenge you. Seek advice from mentors, Connect with like-minded individuals who are facing similar challenges, or simply rely on friends and family for emotional support. Sharing your struggles with others can provide encouragement, new ideas, and solutions that you might not have considered on your own. A strong support system can also help keep you accountable, ensuring that you stay focused on your goals, even when obstacles arise. 7. Take care of yourself when dealing with challenges. It's easy to neglect your physical and mental well-being. However, taking care of yourself is essential for maintaining the energy, focus, and resilience needed to overcome obstacles. Ensure you're getting enough rest, eating well, and staying active. Practice mindfulness or meditation to reduce stress and clear your mind. By taking care of your body and mind, you'll be better equipped to handle difficulties and think creatively to find solutions. Final thought: embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Obstacles are inevitable, but they are not insurmountable. The way you approach challenges will determine whether they become barriers or stepping stones on your path to success. By adopting a growth mindset, staying persistent, and seeking creative solutions, you can turn even the most difficult situations into opportunities for growth and progress. Remember, every challenge you face is a chance to build resilience, expand your skills, and become stronger. Embrace the obstacles that come your way and use them as fuel to propel yourself forward. In doing so, you'll continue to grow, evolve, and ultimately achieve the success you desire. Chapter 19. The Art of Self-Motivation. Fueling your drive from within. Motivation is the force that pushes us to take action, overcome challenges, and pursue our dreams. It's the fuel that propels us forward, even when things get tough. While external factors such as rewards, praise, or deadlines can provide temporary motivation, the most powerful kind of motivation comes from within. The ability to motivate yourself, especially when external circumstances aren't supportive, is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. In this chapter, we will explore the art of self-motivation, delving into the psychological principles that drive behavior and offering practical strategies for cultivating and sustaining your inner drive. Understanding motivation. Reading a book because you love learning, or exercising because it makes you feel good. Extrinsic motivation. This type of motivation arises from external rewards, such as money, recognition, or praise. For example, working hard to receive a promotion or studying to get a good grade. While extrinsic motivation can provide a temporary boost, intrinsic motivation is more sustainable and often leads to higher levels of satisfaction and success. Developing intrinsic motivation is the key to long-term self-motivation. The power of purpose. One of the strongest sources of self-motivation is having a clear sense of purpose. When you know why you're doing something, it becomes easier to stay motivated, even in the face of adversity. Having a purpose provides direction, helping you stay focused on your long-term goals and align your actions with your values. Whether your purpose is personal growth, helping others, or achieving a specific dream, it serves as a guiding force that keeps you moving forward. To uncover your purpose, ask yourself, what are my core values? What is the bigger picture of what I want to achieve in life? Why does this goal matter to me? When you connect your actions to a greater purpose, you're more likely to feel motivated and inspired to keep going, even when things get challenging. Setting goals that inspire action while having a purpose is essential. Breaking it down into actionable goals is what transforms motivation into progress. Goal setting is a powerful tool that helps you direct your energy and efforts in a focused way. But not just any goals will do. To truly motivate yourself, your goals must be specific, measurable, and meaningful. 1. Make your goals specific and clear. Vague goals often lead to lack of direction and demotivation. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," make your goal clear and specific, such as, "I will exercise for 30 minutes every day for the next month." The clearer your goal, the easier it is to understand what needs to be done and track your progress. 2. Break goals into manageable steps. Large, overwhelming goals. By breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks, you can take one step at a time and make consistent progress. For example, if your goal is to write a book, you could break it down into steps like write 500 words every day or complete one chapter per week. By focusing on these smaller tasks, you'll feel more motivated and less intimidated by the bigger picture. 3. Make your goals meaningful. Goals that are aligned with your values and passions are far more motivating than those driven by external expectations. Take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you and choose goals that are meaningful on a deeper level. These are the goals that will keep you motivated when the going gets tough. Creating a motivating environment. Your environment plays a huge role in your ability to stay motivated. The people you surround yourself with, the physical space you work in, and the habits you've developed all influence how motivated you feel. 1. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people you interact with daily can have a significant impact on your motivation. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift, inspire, and encourage you to pursue your goals. A supportive social network not only boosts your confidence, but also provides accountability, helping you stay motivated when times are tough. On the other hand, avoid toxic people or environments that drain your energy and demotivate you. It's essential to protect your mental space and focus on those who bring positivity into your life. 2. Design an inspiring environment. The physical environment you work in can either enhance or hinder your motivation. A cluttered, disorganized space can create feelings of overwhelm, while a clean and well-organized environment can promote focus and productivity. Take time to create a space that inspires you. This could involve organizing your workspace, adding personal touches like motivational quotes or images, or ensuring that your environment is free of distractions. By making your surroundings conducive to productivity, you'll be more motivated to take action. Overcoming lack of motivation, even with the best strategies in place. There will be times when motivation wanes. During these moments, it's important to remember that a lack of motivation doesn't mean you're failing. It simply means you're human. Instead of waiting for motivation to magically appear, you can use specific strategies to reignite your drive. 1. Start with small actions. Sometimes the hardest part of overcoming a lack of motivation is simply getting started. When you're feeling unmotivated, commit to doing something small, even if it's just for 5 minutes. The simple act of starting can often break the inertia and lead to a burst of motivation. For example, if you're not feeling like working out, promise yourself you'll do just one push-up. Once you've done one, you might find yourself doing more. Often, the hardest part is getting started. And once you've broken the mental barrier, momentum kicks in. 2. Focus on the benefits when you're struggling with motivation. Focus on the long-term rewards of achieving your goal. Remind yourself why it's important to you and how it will improve your life. Visualize the positive outcomes and how you'll feel once you've reached your destination. This mental exercise can reignite your motivation and give you the energy you need to keep going. 3. Practice self-compassion sometimes. The lack of motivation is rooted in feelings of self-doubt or perfectionism. Be kind to yourself when motivation is low. Instead of criticizing yourself, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge that it's okay to have off days and that progress takes time. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend who is struggling. Maintaining motivation over time. Motivation can fluctuate, but developing habits and systems that support long-term motivation is essential. Build routines and practices into your life that make it easier to stay on track, even when motivation is low. 1. Celebrate small wins. Recognizing and celebrating small achievements along the way helps reinforce your commitment to your goals. These moments of celebration provide positive reinforcement, helping to maintain motivation over time. Take time to acknowledge how far you've come and the effort you've put in, no matter how small the progress may seem. 2. Keep your why front and center when motivation dips. Reconnect with your purpose. Remember why you started pursuing your goal in the first place, and let that sense of purpose fuel you during tough moments. Reaffirm your commitment to your long-term vision and remind yourself that your efforts are worth it. 3. Make it a lifestyle, not a sprint. True motivation doesn't come from short bursts of energy, but from integrating your goals into your lifestyle. By making your goals part of your daily routine and aligning them with your values, you turn motivation into a sustainable habit rather than a fleeting feeling. Final thought. Your drive is in your hands. Self-motivation is a powerful tool that you can cultivate and strengthen with time. While external circumstances can influence your motivation, the ultimate driver of success lies within you. By understanding the principles of motivation, setting inspiring goals, creating a supportive environment, and developing strategies to overcome obstacles, you can fuel your own drive and stay on course toward achieving your dreams. Remember, motivation isn't a magical force. It's a skill that you can develop and refine. By tapping into your intrinsic motivation and committing to your goals, you can create lasting success and fulfillment. The power to motivate yourself is in your hands. Now it's time to take action and keep moving forward. Many people start their journeys with bursts of motivation, excitement, and energy. But as time goes on, they struggle to maintain that intensity. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't is often found in their ability to stay consistent over time. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of consistency, how to develop habits that stick, and why small actions, repeated daily, can lead to big, transformative results. The compound effect of consistency. Consistency doesn't require massive efforts or huge leaps every day. Instead, it's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and taking small steps toward your goals. These small actions, compounded over time, can have a massive impact on your life. This is known as the compound effect. The compound effect is the principle that small, consistent actions add up over time to produce significant results. For example, reading just 10 pages of a book every day will result in finishing several books a year. Exercising for just 20 minutes each day can significantly improve your health over time. The beauty of consistency is that it's achievable. You don't have to be perfect every day, But by consistently taking small actions, you'll eventually reach your goal. Building consistent habits. One of the most effective ways to stay consistent is to develop habits that align with your goals. Habits are powerful because they allow you to do things automatically, without having to rely on willpower or motivation each time. The more you automate your actions, the easier it becomes to stay consistent. 1. Start small and build up. When building new habits, it's important to start small. Trying to change too many things at once can overwhelm you and set you up for failure. Focus on one habit at a time and start with a manageable goal. For example, if you want to build the habit of exercising, begin by committing to just 10 minutes of exercise per day. Once that becomes a regular part of your routine, gradually increase the time or intensity. By starting small and gradually building up, you're more likely to stick with the habit in the long run. 2. Make your habits enjoyable. Habits are more likely to stick if you enjoy them. If you dread your new habit, it will be harder to stay consistent. Find ways to make the process enjoyable so that you look forward to it. For example, if you want to develop a reading habit, choose books that excite and interest you. If you want to eat healthier, experiment with new recipes and flavors that you enjoy. The more enjoyable the habit, the more likely it is to become a part of your daily routine. 3. Use triggers to remind you. One of the most effective ways to build consistency is to pair your new habit with an existing routine. This is known as habit stacking. By linking your new habit to something you already do, you create a trigger that will remind you to take action. For example, if you want to start meditating, you could pair it with your morning cup of coffee. Every time you have your coffee, it will serve as a reminder to meditate for 5 minutes. By associating your new habit with an existing routine, you're more likely to remember and follow through. 4. Track your progress. Tracking your progress helps you stay accountable and gives you a sense of accomplishment. Keep a journal, use a habit tracking app, or mark your calendar each day you complete your habit. Seeing your progress visually can provide a sense of motivation and help reinforce your commitment to consistency. Tracking your habits also allows you to notice patterns and make adjustments. If you're struggling to stay consistent with a certain habit, tracking it can help you identify what's getting in the way and allow you to make necessary changes. Overcoming obstacles to consistency. While consistency is essential for long-term success, it's not always easy to maintain. Life gets busy, distractions arise, and motivation fades. The key to staying consistent even when obstacles arise is to develop resilience and persistence. 1. Don't let perfectionism derail you. One of the most common obstacles to consistency is perfectionism. Many people feel that if they can't do something perfectly, they shouldn't do it at all. This mindset can quickly derail your progress and lead to frustration. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on making progress. If you miss a day or make a mistake, don't give up entirely. Simply get back on track the next day. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up day after day, even when things don't go as planned. 2. Be flexible and adapt. There will be times when life throws unexpected challenges your way. During these moments, it's important to be flexible and adapt your approach without abandoning your goals altogether. If your routine gets disrupted, find alternative ways to stay on track. For example, if you usually work out in the morning but can't fit it in due to an early meeting, consider doing a shorter workout later in the day. Flexibility allows you to maintain your consistency without letting setbacks derail you. 3. Find accountability and support. Having someone to hold you accountable can significantly increase your chances of staying consistent. Whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor, sharing your goals with someone else can provide the support and encouragement you need to stay on track. In addition to external accountability, you can also create internal accountability by setting clear intentions and reminding yourself of the benefits of consistency. If you remind yourself daily why your goal matters to you, you're more likely to stay motivated and consistent. 4. Celebrate small wins. Consistency is a long-term game, and it's easy to feel discouraged when results aren't immediate. That's why it's important to celebrate small wins along the way. Every time you stick to your habit, no matter how small, take a moment to acknowledge your progress. Celebrating small victories helps build momentum and reinforces your commitment to consistency. It also keeps you motivated and focused on the long-term benefits of your efforts. The long-term impact of consistency over time, the compound effect of your consistent actions, will lead to significant results. The key is to stay patient and keep showing up, even when you don't see immediate results. The beauty of consistency is that it creates momentum. Once you build a consistent routine, it becomes easier to stay on track because the habits you've developed are now automatic. With time, you'll begin to see the results of your hard work, and those results will continue to snowball. The long-term impact of consistency goes beyond just achieving a specific goal. It transforms who you are. Consistency helps you build discipline, resilience, and self-confidence. It strengthens your ability to persevere in the face of adversity and prepares you for even greater challenges ahead. Final thought. Trust the process. Consistency is not always glamorous. It doesn't come with instant rewards or recognition. But it's the small, consistent actions that lead to lasting change and significant growth. Trust the process. Focus on the daily habits and actions that align with your goals, and know that over time, your efforts will pay off. Stay committed, even when it feels tough. And remember that consistency is the secret ingredient to achieving any goal. Keep going, one small step at a time.